You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry, ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is my reaction to Loki Season 2, Episode 4. And as always, for these Loki reactions, I am joined by my co-host, Hannah. Hi, Hannah.
Hello.
Well, we are officially at the halfway point before we start this episode. We have three more episodes to go, and it's been a good first half of the season so far, I'd say. You agree?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm having fun. We're getting a good second season out of Marvel here. They've not done it before. So, look, if Loki's the blueprint, maybe there's hope down the pipeline. Mm, don't quote me on that. But
What
at
else are we
least
getting
this second
season
season.
two for?
Really, the only thing I know for sure is what if, right?
R-
And that's not even, and
Yeah,
that's like disconnected, not really a season
that's
two.
what ifs.
Yeah.
Like it's not,
So,
it's canon, but it's not canon. Um,
but I don't think they've announced a season two for anything else, have they?
uh, I mean, like Echo's a spin-off.
Yeah, so we have Echo coming up, and that's
Yeah.
coming up here shortly.
Oh,
And
so we
then
have Coven of Chaos, which
yes,
is a
Coven of
spin-off.
Chaos,
Is it
which
still called Coven of Chaos?
no, what is it now? I don't Darkhold Diaries or something like that.
It's had a million name changes. I don't
Yeah, it's
know.
a really cheesy name now that I don't love. I loved Coven of Chaos. I thought that was a
I
cool
loved Coven
name.
Chaos too.
And
I
then they
have
were
a
like,
theory. I think it might be like episode titles. I think we still don't have the title.
that would be wild. So far, it's been good. We're still kind of up in the air on what we're gonna do. What is He Who Remains' big plan for this season that he kind of warned against at the end of last season? We're kind of putting pieces together. We're actually getting a variant into the TVA this episode to fix this weave. We'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, our girl Sophie, she's kind of Sylvie. She's over here.
Her name's Sophie. Sophia.
We got our girl over here. She's softening up. She let him live and she let him go back to the TVA and then booted Ravona into the future to the end of time to find He Who Remains dead at the end of the timeline. So her and Miss Minutes
Are
plotting
stuck
their
at the end of time.
Ooh, so we have those two scheming. We have Victor Timely in the TVA. It's gonna be interesting. This is the episode we've heard so much about, but luckily
Yes.
I've avoided everything. So I don't know like anything of what happens here, just that this
Yeah.
episode is supposedly crazy.
Luckily, there hasn't been like as much chatter about.
True.
By the way, I hate that like people have started to say, "Oh, it's because like nobody's watching." People are watching. The numbers have came out. People are watching,
Bloop.
but people are failing to realize the reason why so much like chatter happened about WandaVision and Loki season one and the Falcon Winter Soldier is because we didn't have Marvel for like a year and a half.
Yeah,
And
it
that
was
was
like
like
in the
the
heat of it.
first,
Yeah.
yeah.
Again,
So,
right now, you all want to talk about superhero fatigue in that kind of way. I mean, the chatter's just not there. Like the buzz and excitement just kind of is lacking in general. Everyone's still watching. Obviously, look at the box office numbers for their
yeah.
movies. They're still doing well. It's just they die off pretty quickly. Even the chatter about the movies, about any of it, is just kind of like, "Ruh, ruh."
Yeah.
So yeah, I think people are overblowing this whole Loki season two bombing thing. And if you know what, honestly, if people aren't watching, oh well, because those of us who are, I think everybody who is watching it is really enjoying season two, just like we really enjoyed season one. So you're missing out if you jumped off the timeline before we got to Loki season two. You should have came back at least for this.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, like we've said, we jumped off the boat a little
Yeah.
bit when it came to these TV shows. I said, all right, we're back. We're coming back for Loki season two. Loki has us seated, but
Yes.
I'll at least be seated for Echo because I'm
Yes.
hopeful. I'm hoping it's good. I'll
We
I'll
loved
go in
her in Hawkeye.
trepidatious. I'll be a little bit nervous,
Also
but
Matt Murdock.
Also, since his show got delayed further, they scrapped it, they're retooling it, so gotta wait longer for Matt Murdock. So this will be your little
We got a new
sprinkle.
showrunner though. New
Did.
showrunner, new directors, which is ties into this.
Yes.
Justin and Aaron.
Yeah.
And I don't they did episode 1, not episode 2, not episode 3. I do think that their direction really shines, and I'm excited that they're doing this episode.
Yeah, perfect. So I guess we'll get a little bit of a more of a glimpse of what we can look forward to with the Daredevil Born Again. Although it sucks it's getting delayed, I do think after everything that's kind of come out with Daredevil Born Again, sounds promising. It sounds like it was
Yeah.
probably the right decision what they did. Scrap the whole thing. Sounds like it was probably going to be a hot mess. So throw all that out and let's
And it,
deliver something a little bit better, please.
it makes you think though that they were willing to put Secret Invasion out and they thought that was like, acceptable. So I need to know how bad Born Again was that made them watch it and go, "Oh my God, we need to stop this."
And we'll see because they've acted quite shady towards Echo as if they have zero faith in that property as
Yeah.
well. But they're just kind of like, who cares? Dump it. Like, just dump it all at once. Get rid of it. I
Yeah,
don't
I
care.
forgot that one's not going to be weekly.
Yeah, it's not weekly. So we'll get a barometer too. Because if Echo is better than Secret Invasion, which uh, uh, it should be, even if it's not good, it should be better than Secret Invasion.
It's not
Uh,
hard.
I definitely think Loki is a good return to form because it's been a while since they've had just like a straight up good show. I think the last time
Yeah.
we all kind of agreed. Well, I think Moon Knight was really strong for a good
I
portion
was
of
going to say, me and you had enough
yeah,
fun with Moon Knight, but I don't think
yeah,
either of us thought it was like great.
yeah,
I think we thought that they had like 2 great episodes.
yeah. There were moments
Um,
that were great. Parts of it
yeah.
were great. I'm excited for this episode. I'm excited to see what all the hoopla was about when this first got screened for folks. And I'm excited to see all these mysteries. What are we getting here with Victor Timely, Ms. Minutes, and Ravonna? So I guess let's cut the chit chat and jump into Loki season 2, episode 4.
I do just want to say I was asked this over the time from the last episode to this episode. Someone's like, "What's your like top 3 shows of the year?" And I said Heartstopper, The Last of Us, and I already think Loki with the 3 episodes that have been released. I would put it
Oh.
in my top 3 of the year.
Oh,
Ooh,
right off the bat.
this is like the beginning of the 6th episode in season 1.
There's something you have to see.
Ooh, uh-oh, what is this revelation gonna be?
What is this?
Just watch.
I know I said it last week, but the practical sets really make a difference.
A utopia at the end
Ooh,
of time.
cool shot. Oh, so that's Ravonna when she was a
Slayer,
TVA Asian.
you are quite a marvel. I will be proud to lead with you. You made a difference in this war. Thank you for being on my
War.
team. Been a
He
long
must have
road.
betrayed her
Yeah.
or like erased her memory because she didn't know who he was. Right?
Hey, boss. Fancy a game of chess?
Pull up Protocol 42.
Is it time?
Ooh, uh-oh.
Erase her memories.
There
Are
it
you
is.
Sure.
Erase all their memories.
If you say so.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
So does that mean that
I was here.
when they were pulled from the timeline, it was like voluntarily?
I helped win.
You
If
didn't
they
just
knew
help.
up
It
to a
was
point?
you who commanded the army.
So he built this little tower.
The war must have been getting
While he sat
the
on his
people,
throne,
right?
Something, yeah. Or is it the war
I
against the other
continue to do all the
variants?
work to keep him there.
Well, something like that.
I think it was getting the people. Yeah.
Proposing.
That we don't need him. Maybe
Ooh!
we never did.
Oh, I just got chills.
Oh!
I just got chills.
What an opening!
I love that. That was so good. I'm so excited for this episode. Was this episode shot on film?
The TVA.
Why is he by himself?
Yeah. I can't tell if it's just like that grain filter or if it's film. But it looks like it's not just a filter.
They are really just letting this man run amok.
Yeah. They said, go ahead. Have fun.
Like, hello? Mobius, Loki, are you here?
They said we got other shit to do.
We got boyfriend business to attend
We
to.
got boyfriend.
Have fun.
Stop!
Okay, you're there.
It's all right. What do you want? The shadiocracy capital of the world. I don't trust anyone. Oh, it's a party. Hello.
What? The shadiocracy capital of the world?
I don't know about this performance. I really don't know about this performance.
Monster things wants me. I should have some say.
I understand, but I don't think it's... Feels like everyone's in a different TV show.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm already
That's
loving
your
this little
letter.
background score right now.
Yeah, right?
Docs is alive.
Yes, she's in holding.
I feel like I haven't seen Tom Hiddleston in something good in a long time, like outside of the MCU. And he just got that Mike Flanagan gig, and I'm really happy for him.
Sit with me.
Matthew Lillard, too.
All of them.
I think that's a shot on film.
Efficient.
Am I, like,
Is
being
that what we do
insane?
now?
I don't know.
The texture doesn't look
We
fake.
Forgive and forget. I don't think it'll change anything.
Don't be so sure of that. Your words changed me.
Okay, I guess.
Almost you, but not you.
Can't we just...
Oh, hey, girl.
Trust me, it's not that great, and we don't have time. Come on.
O-B?
Ouroboros.
You heard him.
Ouroboros.
Yeah, that's me.
You wrote the TVA handbook.
Well, yes, I did.
Here it is.
I learned everything I know from a brilliant 19th century inventor named Victor Timely.
Would you inscribe my handbook?
Only if you inscribe mine.
I was living in your engineering descriptions.
Me, the way you explained the electric bypass system. Poetry, just poetry.
Guys, sorry to break up this.
Hey, Kwan,
romance,
you're
but
so
can we
loved.
sit now and sign later?
I haven't been able to carve out figures to represent all of us.
Balloon.
I'm honestly embarrassed that Victor is here to see it.
Okay, I think you're being a little hard on yourself, Phoebe. It looks great. All right.
Oh,
It's
Opie.
they'll need to hit the green button.
I wonder if someone different shot this episode. The other episodes have looked great, but I think this one looks different.
Where it will scale the loom's capacity. Someone killed He Who Remains and released all those branches and ruined my life.
Hang on. What's the connection between the
He said,
throughput multiplier
someone.
and the balloon?
The rings of the loom.
I mean, Loki's really gonna have to hoof it then, right?
Wait a second, why is it suddenly me having to hoof it?
Well, because it's your turn.
Says who? Why? Why is it me?
Because clearly this isn't me.
Because it isn't you, it isn't necessarily me.
Listen,
I
guys.
Your shape to it.
Guys,
my shit is just it's someone in a suit. It could be anybody.
It's wearing a helmet. It doesn't look like anyone.
I just don't think it's me.
it doesn't matter who it is.
All right, let's have a little pie while we wait.
Not the pie.
Pie. And you want to leave it to them while we go and have some pie. Great idea, Mobius.
Sylvie,
No, it won't
Well,
wait. Come on, let's go and get some pie. Doesn't matter that the branches are dying.
Sylvie gets shit
Dogs don't
done.
stick in the DNA, do they?
She don't fuck
I
around.
found out you're a variant. And you haven't even looked, have you?
Ooh.
It's just another bad day at the office for you. Timelines are just lines on a monitor. Doesn't matter if you disappear, because you've never bothered to look if one of them was yours. Enjoy your pie.
Oh.
Damn. Ooh,
She had a
shit.
point, but then she just got mean. That was mean.
Mobius is never gonna be able to eat pie again.
He's gonna feel bad about it.
Okay. All right, everybody.
Ooh,
I forgot
not her
about
in
these
the
guys.
interrogation room now.
Listen up. Figure this out. We can get out of this room and we can get back to our lives. Huh?
Oh, is that what you
I
think,
believe
sir?
it was Galileo or Winston Churchill.
Oh,
or
you just
somebody.
cut the shit.
I don't want to die in here.
Oh, really?
It's real.
Well, it seemed like you gave up when you sold out our plan.
I didn't know you knew that.
She gagged you.
We
Well,
all know about your escapades with an
He said, okay.
I earned.
And I certainly don't want to be talking to you.
oh,
But I know
Gagged.
you care about the TVA. Go and help Mobius keep an eye on Timely.
Okay.
I know. What? I feel very uneasy right now.
Yeah.
I took a wrong
I-
turn. Didn't plan on coming.
This
to
has to be
Thailand.
shot by someone different.
Not her being pissed that she accidentally ended up in the pie room.
You're only here because you couldn't kill him.
Yeah, I couldn't kill him.
Well, yeah.
Some years ago, my brother was banished from Asgard and sent to Earth.
When's the last time we talked
When
about
he
Thor?
came back, he was different. What about those branches that are still living? That's because of Mobius and B-15 and those guys back there.
It's really
They've been
interesting that Sylvie is helping these guys when her ideology is the same as the people who are in that room right now.
Start from scratch.
chasing. Sure, burn it down, easy.
We hope that the TVA turns into something good. Then we hope that Timely doesn't turn into He Who Remains or someone worse.
A lot of
It's a
hope.
lot of hoping, Loki.
Oh.
I didn't have you down for an optimist. Interfere for good. Heard that one before.
You can't give people free will and then just walk away, Sylvie.
Sounds like whatever we do, we're playing God.
Yeah.
We are gods.
Oh, well,
Gagged. Gagged. Gooped and gagged. I think all the episodes are really well shot, but this one looks different to me.
Hannah is shit.
I'm serious. I feel like a lot of these shots are like,
Backup plan.
whoa.
Yeah.
Something else.
I don't need to agree with her to know that.
Okay, that's something.
B-15, so
We don't care what you trust, sir.
Right?
But what is this? Oh,
Raphael Casal, I
oh
love you,
shit, girl.
Ooh!
Rensselaer. Where's B-15?
She's setting in
She
place
is
her plan to
so
control
cunt.
the TVA. If we work together, we can stop her. Protect this place.
The only thing you want to protect is yourself, Ravonna.
Ooh,
I know, I'm working on myself.
The temporal
man.
loop is imploding.
Just
I've been
lying.
gone many days, and this place is hours away.
Working
from
on
making
herself
things
meaning
in
getting
cosmos
worse.
driven into the ground by two variants. Anyone who joins me right here, follows me out that door, will have a life on the timeline if they want it.
Brad.
He's gonna betray them once again.
I thought you could see the bigger picture.
She's just so beautiful.
I know.
It's
I'd
like
probably fall in
distracted.
line too. You
Yeah.
know? I'd probably be, okay, ma'am, let's do it.
Yes, ma'am.
And now let the torture begin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
First time, I finally am seeing the bigger picture.
Okay, finally.
Please stop.
X5. Bradley, look at me.
Not the government name.
Life in the timeline was that good, huh?
Well, yes.
Well.
He was a movie star. I hate this. When they did it last time, it made my heart go to my fucking ass. I hate this.
Knowing that all of us here would rather die than follow you out that door.
Oh, shit.
Gagged.
Oh, being happy.
Not Miss Minutes is happy as hell. Oh my god.
Oh, Ravona, girl.
There's no coming back from that, babe.
Oh, shit.
There's something more going on with Rafael Casal's character.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but there's something more.
I just can't believe how gleeful Miss Minutes was.
I know, she was
those
happy
people.
as hell.
Spectacular.
Like,
Yeah.
girl.
How we looking?
Or at least Ravona seemed like a little uneasy.
Yeah, at least she like surprised herself. Miss Minutes
Yeah.
was having the time of her life.
Cool. Machine?
Yeah. This temp pad's not working.
Mobius?
Yeah.
Can I see
I keep forgetting he's from like the 1800s.
You have a machine. About this hot cocoa.
Your machine right now. I need to learn about the hot cocoa.
I can take him.
He's real. He's so
Oh,
real.
no, hold on. I don't know if I trust this man.
Yeah, the way
Don't-
that
oh,
shot
God.
lingered
Yeah,
on him.
Don't let Victor go with him.
No.
Girl, you need to get down there immediately. Oh, well. Shit.
The
Oh.
music.
Yeah.
The music is so good.
Girl, you need. Oh, hell no! Girl, you need to run. Run down there and tell them.
There is something going on that is. I'm gonna lose my mind. We're fucking around with the hot cocoa machine, and literally, everything about time is gonna fucking implode.
Oh. Victor, get away from this man.
The way he didn't even try it, he just said,
What is he doing? Did he not trust it or what? Or did he like... Sir? Oh, okay. He did do something.
oh. The hot cocoa looks so good, though.
Okay, sir, I'm sorry I didn't trust you. Apparently you were innocent.
He didn't do shit. We were like...
Ooh.
She said,
Not the Jurassic Park, like, screen.
She's taking control of all
Miss
the
Minute style.
Temp pads aren't working. Grab the multiplier and let's get timely.
Oh, shit. Well, Timely's gone.
I feel like they had a really cool idea for a shot, and they're like, we gotta make a scene around this idea to get the shot.
Miss Minutes is back.
Fox and her team are dead.
What?
Yep.
It's gotta be Renslayer.
Yep, it is.
We gotta find him. They took him back to the timeline. Where else would they have gone?
No.
Oh, I understand why we needed that scene now.
Wednesday doesn't want him.
Oh, I understand why we needed that scene now.
Wednesday doesn't want him.
Wednesday doesn't want him.
Wednesday doesn't want him.
I would.
I'm done listening to your lies. You're gonna talk when I say you can, and only then. And right now, you're gonna tell us where to find your device.
Mind you, he's not even lying. He genuinely has no idea.
I think you're going to like what I have to say.
He is a showman.
Shit.
Yeah, I just hate that clock.
Are we doing the thing?
Take the stairs.
Do you remember when Sylvie was coming out of the elevator?
Yes. What was that? Episode 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like
So Loki must have pruned himself.
We're running out of time.
This one.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to piece the timeline in my head.
Yeah.
Still tight.
Yes, look at the gash on his arm.
Yep. Still time.
Oh!
Yep. Oh,
That
shit.
is so good. That is so good.
Okay. Yep. This is definitely her shot from the first one. Oop,
Tell me
she
how you
said,
ate
bitch.
that one little thing. You're
Not our
literally
girl
not the
knowing
bitch or
how to
anything.
hotwire, bitch.
She's real. Come fight, you're not the bitch or anything, but you ate that one little thing.
No.
Yup.
It's the phone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so gagged right now. I'm so gooped and gagged. Yup. That's so good.
She's like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Promise you this will make sense.
Who's calling though?
Phone, yeah. Who's on the phone? Ooh, I'm like scared to find out.
I know. The music is like, I don't.
Ooh, don't do it. But yes, do it.
Cool shot.
Hello?
About time. What's taking you guys so long?
It's just Opie.
They really had me like heart palpitations over here for Obi.
Pleasant surprise.
Take her offline if I reboot the system. Dampeners that prevent people from using magic at the TVA. We would have to turn that off too.
Do it.
Turn it off!
Like now, boot it down.
Where the multiplier.
The two magic users, of course.
As I said, we have much time.
In my cognitive facilities.
Ooh.
I have moments left. Victor, I need to tell you. I need to tell you.
Ooh, bye, ma'am.
You'll never be him.
Oh, not her coming back for that petty ass lie.
Just minutes. And the
She fought for her life just so she could tell him that. You're gonna get a blast of green.
It's very
in
horror.
this darkness. Oh. Okay,
This is like
sir.
a shot straight out of a horror movie.
We went silent in the score.
What do you say, X5?
Ooh.
Fancy a rematch?
Oh.
I love it. I miss seeing Sylvie's magic. Did she just like enchant him?
This is cozy.
Oh.
This must be her. she must be doing this.
Which way? What's up? This way.
She just can't catch a break.
Oh shit.
That's the second time she's been pruned. Third.
Oh, okay. It was just
Yeah.
enchantment.
Obi, he's here.
So many cool shots in this episode.
Victor, this way, this way. What do we need to do? You'll be fine.
I think I'd be like, hell no, I don't want to stick my head in there. What is this?
Right?
And now you've got cancer.
Welcome, he who remains.
I hate you.
So wait, who's running out there now?
I don't think they've decided yet.
Right?
Have to move fast. Who's it gonna be?
I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
I'll put the suit on.
Wait. It should be me.
Oh?
I have to do this.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. No time to argue. Hurry, follow me.
I'm like low-key nervous. He's gonna get like radioactive shit in his head, and that's what turns him a little bit cray-cray.
You can load the multiplier, launch it, and get back.
It's his villain origin story.
This is it right here.
Okay. I'll make it.
I don't know about these radiation levels, because even...
I don't know, I feel like he's like gonna go out there and like purposely fuck something up. Like he's been playing dumb.
Oh, yeah, something's about to happen with him out there.
Yeah.
I don't like it. We shouldn't have sent him.
And then the music's hopeful.
It is. But...
For all time, always.
Or he just dies.
There's no way. Did he really just die?
What just happened?
There's no way.
What happened?
Oh.
Where is he?
Radiation is just too high.
Oh my god. They're too late.
What the hell?
They're too late.
What the hell?
Is it like really like just exploding? Is this actually happening? Oh my god!
Oh shit.
Don't end. This is the end.
What?
Fuck!
Hold up.
What? What? Is that like the
That
is this
can't.
how is this how the MCU timeline resets?
He said, bitch, we're done. Start, hit the reset.
Right?
Like,
Wouldn't that be like the implications of it? Right? It has to be. There's no way they undo that. There's no way you undo that.
yeah, like, where do we go? Where do we go from here? How do we even have 2 episodes of this show left?
What?
Like, MCU's over? Like, I don't understand.
My first thought is that that's how you reset the MCU timeline. But like, how is there more show? Because to me, that would be like an episode 6 cliffhanger that we solve in movies. Right?
Yeah.
That's like episode 6 of season 1 ending.
And we still have a full 2 hours left. I mean, I guess we have a movie worth of content left, but who are we going to introduce? Like, what is there going to be an introduction? Let me not get my hopes up.
This has to be like part of He Who Remains, like
plan.
He had to have like set it in place for them to be too late.
Now, why did 2 times we suspect somebody and both times we were wrong?
Right?
We threw 2 people under the bus. We said, watch them. Oh, they're going to do something. And then no, they just died.
Sorry.
Victor Timely, you were a good man. My bad.
You were a good man. You were a good man except for all the people that you scammed.
Well, yes. It's a nice little
That
scene,
one
right? Oh
TVA
my
agent was a
lord.
victim. We blamed him and he was a victim.
We just knew he was gonna do something bad, and oops, never mind.
He just wanted to fuck around with Victor. That's it.
He just looked a little suspicious, when he got his orders, and just wanted hot chocolate. Sorry. Wow. Okay, I can see why people were gooped and gagged with this episode.
Yeah.
A lot of death, just even before that ending. A lot of people died this episode.
This is a dark episode. This is dark.
Outside of that hot chocolate moment, this was very dark.
Yeah.
And even that ended in death. But
maybe we needed that little hot chocolate moment.
We had like the hot chocolate fascination and the OB and Victor signing each other's book. That was our levity for the episode. Everything else was just darkness. We had Sylvie reading Mobius to filth over a suggestion of pie, like in the worst possible way. I mean, she read him his entire life down over that piece of pie. Poor Mobius was standing there like dead, like, damn, fuck my drag.
I was hungry. Like
I just wanted pie shit. I can't
he
help
said,
them.
fuck my drag.
Like, he's like, I'm not smart like them. I can't help them with a damn thing. What? I want pie. Maybe that'll help us. Ravonna and Miss Minutes literally like squashing an entire room full of people to death. Just torture and then literally eviscerating them into nothing. I was just not prepared for them to do that either. Just kill that entire room off.
Yeah. Those have been like our main antagonists until now.
Like, it's such a thing to like have that woman like kind of come around this episode and in an organic way, and then having her get killed over it. But Brad was like, not me, bitch. I want to be an actor. Bye.
I'm rich and famous.
Got a sequel to film. Peace. We learned that Miss Minutes is like Jigsaw incarnate out here. She just
Miss Minutes is literally John Kramer.
She loves a good torture bitch. We had no idea how devious this bitch was. Like, we knew she was petty. Oh, look. And as bad as she does, she do run around doing all this crazy ish. I still have to stand a bitch that's so petty that she fights off death, like being reset to be like, you will never be him. Bye. That's a whole new level of petty. I could not. Like, oh, ma'am. Oh, okay, thing.
Miss Minutes and Ravonna really are just like, there's nothing stronger than a scorned woman.
They came in ready to kill and do any and everything they had to do in this bitch.
Notice how the women in this show get shit done. Right? They don't fuck around.
Sylvie just walks in and is like, are you all for real? We're standing around here doing some bullshit. We got to get to work.
If
Sign
it was
your
Sylvie
mess later.
Alone, if she didn't have to put up with like Mobius and Loki, we wouldn't be in this situation.
This would be.
We would have had this shit done like 2 days ago.
I feel like the end of this episode, forgiving Sylvie, is gone. Like, we fucked around too long, and now we're too late to get it done.
Yeah.
Now we're all dead. Now the whole timeline has reset. An explosion happened.
And that's the thing, is that Sylvie v Loki and Mobius, they don't have lives outside of the TVA. I mean, Loki did, but we had obviously the whole first season was about Loki's kind of redemption almost, and him changing the way he thinks. For Sylvie, she now has had a life on the timeline before, but it was running the entire time, and obviously that's where her like trauma in the TVA is rooted from, why she hates the TVA. But now she's had a really peaceful life on the timeline, and one that she obviously enjoyed. And like she said here, she has something to lose. Mobius doesn't. He doesn't care because he hasn't lived outside of the TVA. He doesn't know what it's like. And I think that's the same for Loki now too, is that he is so wrapped up in this, and this is, his life. This is almost kind of like the reversal for Sylvie and him. He did have kind of like a life outside of all this because he didn't know it existed, but he's lived before, or now he's coming to this, and it's a whole new world for him. And with
And he
her,
got to
she's
see,
been,
and I guess that's part of the good of like episode 1 of season
yeah,
1 is he got to see what his life becomes in that timeline, the evil, the kind of like destruction he causes, and like the bad he does. So he's kind of like, no, like this is a greater purpose. Now none of them have a timeline. Now, what timeline is there actually?
because from right now, from just this end of this episode, to me, it seems like this would be the way you reset the MCU timeline, right? Obviously, I haven't seen the other episodes, so I don't know. I could be totally wrong. And if I am correct, it's weird that you would introduce this in a TV show. To me, at least, because we've had these TV shows for a while now, and I think it's safe to say not everyone watches them. I think that's something that's also working against the Marvels right now, is that you need to watch 2 TV shows in order to fully understand it. If this is what I think it is, I don't know how this is going to work going forward in the MCU movies. In my head, I'm like, this should lead into like something like Secret Wars. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do with this in the middle of a TV show. I mean, I guess we can get back to a stable enough place maybe in the next 2 episodes to lead us back into the films coming. But then that begs the question, I guess this ends what? This ends after the Marvels, doesn't? No, the week right before. Like literally. I guess I'll be interested to see one, how does this again, how does this reset, or one day, I guess, before the Marvels comes out. How does this reset before then? But two, where does the Marvels set in this timeline? Like
Yeah.
if we explode
Well, because that's another thing, and I know
what repercussion is there going to be from this into the Marvels? Like,
because okay, I don't want to like get into this like bigger picture conversation right now because it is like a one that's been going on for so long,
yes.
and I think it's become a more relevant conversation than before, like with the Infinity War saga, because it is so just like there's a lot in the MCU now. So when the stuff happened in Eternals, with that big hand, and everyone's like, "What's the repercussions of this? Why isn't anyone else talking about it?" Because right now, this happened, right? Okay, how do you address this with like every other thing going forward? Because there has to be something where it's like, "Oh yeah, that happened," you know? Like, right?
Like this is literally this what just happened here. Like at least Eternals is one spot on one part of the world. You know what I mean? Like at least that
This would
glacier,
affect everybody.
is literally on Earth in one specific ocean. This affects all universes across all planets. Like every single corner of the Marvel Cinematic Universe was just exploded. Was literally affected by what just happened here in Loki
I
episode
mean,
4.
realistically, this is like kind of even bigger than the snap because this is everybody.
It's like, it's
Not half of everybody. This is everybody.
and that was just one universe, that was theoretically that was one timeline, that was one strand in the TVA's weave was snapped. This is all of the
Canonically, that is one strand. Canonically, we talked about that in Endgame. We had a whole scene
and
about
they
that.
even talked about it here. They use Infinity Stones as weight. They're nothing in other strands or whatever. So this is like, there's no way, even in the new, with X-Men and Fantastic Four to come, even those theoretically, wherever they come from, are affected by what just happened. Even things yet to come introduced.
Yeah,
it's nuts. I mean, absolutely nuts. I'm like, where do we go from here? It just seems so crazy.
Watch us be completely wrong, by the way, and like we're over theorizing this. We're WandaVisioning right now.
Like we open next episode and they're running through the TVA to get away from the time loop or something explosion. I don't know. I mean, maybe it can be restored. Like I guess there's still that possibility of some kind of way to restore it that we're not thinking of. Victor Timely obviously is not the only variant of Kang around, but
I wonder, because Sylvie did talk about how like building the TVA back up to be something good. I wonder if like this is their way of like doing that.
Yeah.
But also, I it can't be good if it's rooted in so much death.
Because like even when she said like she was making points. Like what she said to Loki was accurate. Like no matter what they're doing, it's always going to lead down this path of somewhat, I mean, of moral grayness at the very best.
Yeah.
Like you're still playing God to, trillions of people across multi universes. Like there's no way to really make that good per se. Like there's just no way morally to do that. So I don't know. I mean, yeah. The ending just kind of like blew my mind open because I don't even know where we go from there.
Yeah.
Again, we've talked about it over and over, but the show continues to do it. Is Loki just leaves you with no idea where we're going, even in the next episode. Like they end the episode to where you're just like, I don't know what's coming next.
Yeah.
And this is like the pinnacle, but
how I feel right now is how I felt at the end of season 1.
Right?
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, maybe it's good that this isn't the finale because I feel like we didn't do enough until we got to Quantumania with the ending of Loki season 1. Like our minds were blown, our whole world was flipped upside down, and then nothing really happened with that until Quantumania, and even that was only through a post-credit sequence. And then Loki season 2. We'll see. I mean,
I'm so excited. The show is just it's exciting, and I feel like I haven't been excited about one of these shows since WandaVision.
No, even
I mean, like other than Loki season 1, obviously.
Even with like the movies, like even ones that you enjoy, like they don't leave much excitement for the future. Like Guardians 3, which we both loved. A lot of people
that's
loved.
an ending.
It's an ending, so it's like a nice conclusion. I haven't felt like reinvigorated like this about like what's happening within the MCU in a long time. Because even like Black Panther, I really enjoyed, but it felt like an ending more than like excited
it's a
for
chapter
the future.
in that section in the MCU. It's not propelling the MCU forward or like, oh my God, like it's not like I'm trying to think, like a Civil War, I would say, like when that movie ended, you're like, oh my God. Those kind of movies, like a Civil War and Infinity War, something like that. We haven't had one of those in the MCU since Endgame, I don't think.
I think part of that is they're not really capitalizing because again, when they do set something up, they just leave it, they just shelve it, and we haven't revisited anything to do with the repercussions since. But
there's been movies that I loved in the MCU. I think like
me too.
Multiverse of Madness. I went crazy over that movie, but it's nothing that I'm like that movie is like that corner of the MCU that I'm like, oh, that was really cool. But I'm not like, where are we going forward with it? Because I love that movie because it's like a samurai movie. I don't love it because I'm like, oh my God, like this crazy thing happened in it. Regarding like the MCU as a whole. But this feels like a MCU as a whole, what the fuck just happened moment, you know?
And like you said, it was shot so beautifully. Like,
yes. I gotta
the
look that up.
cinematography is amazing. The sets are amazing. And that's what we were talking about with this, like, love it or hate it. But when you look at like Eternals, one thing I think anybody who appreciates film should be able to appreciate about that movie compared to the rest of the MCU. Chloe Zhao said, we're shooting on location. Like, I'm taking you outside. We're getting away from the blue screen and I'm shooting you in the world.
And you can tell, and that's the thing, it's like, since we had so many of these movies that are, artificial, for lack of a better word, that when you are on a real set, it really makes a huge difference. And I think something like in Eternals, The Multiverse of Madness, it really gives these movies a grander feel. And I think that these movies beg for that, and TV shows, it really begs for that, especially when you are dealing with these like characters who are so, rooted in fantasy and supernatural, So
but
like Quantumania being like is a $250 million movie, I'm like, it's shit from a butt. Like it does not, you don't see the money. It just feels like a money laundering scheme, when those kind of movies come out. But this, I'm like,
wow, what an episode.
I understand the hype behind this episode now. I'm glad that it lived up to the hype, by the way.
All right. Well, that was our reaction to season 2, episode 4 of Loki. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos, including our reactions to the final 2 episodes of season 2. Hannah, do you want to let people know where they can find you?
Architect on Twitter.
Perfect. And let us know your thoughts. Was your mind just like completely blown by the ending of this episode? What are your theories? No spoilers. If you like found no spoilers or something, don't do none of that. Let us know your theories though, if you're theorizing and going crazy like we were here in this post episode discussion. But I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.